So guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my Bundesliga Team of the Season predictions. If you want to improve your ultimate team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieron, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now because these videos do get quite long, we are just going to get straight into things, so in the comments below be sure to be active. Let me know who you think will get a blue from the German top division. Let me know which picks of mine you agree and disagree with, and also on top of that, if you could leave a like rating on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. So let's begin with some goalkeepers, and I've actually got two, and neither of them play for Bayern Munich, which might shock some people. So we're going with our first goalkeeper as Castells from Wolfsburg. Ultimately, they've had a ridiculously good season, and defensively they have been pretty solid, and he is currently ranked #1 or joint top with Goretzka for the most clean sheets in the Bundesliga. So I think he has a really nice shot, and with that in mind, I think Goretzka also has a good chance from Leipzig, but the other goalkeeper I'm actually going for is ORTEGA from Armenia. Now, it might be a bit of an odd pick, and it's a bit of a risky one. This team are currently sat in a relegation spot. They're in trouble, and it's as I say, it's a difficult pick to make, but ORTEGA has been amazing for them. They would be gone. They would literally be bottom without him. He has been superb, and what's amazing is although his team are sat 16th in the Bundesliga, he has 7 clean sheets, which is actually the third best in the Bundesliga. He's actually got the same amount of clean sheets as Manuel Neuer this year, which is just absolutely mad. He's also got some of the biggest save percentages as well, and yeah, he's averaging 3.7 saves per game. He's absolutely killing it, and if his team do end up going down, he's very likely going to get snatched up by another club. But as I say, it would be really harsh to leave him out, but since his team is ranked so low, there is a chance that this one does get ignored. So, into the defenders we go, and we start off with Rafael Guerreiro, who technically is a defender, but it's like a left wing-back kind of role / left mid, so position to be decided. 3 goals and 8 assists for him so far this season, and he's just a key part of this Dortmund side, especially in attack. Not only does he help out defensively, but also does help them get forward too, so I feel like he is in with a shout this year. We then come on to John Brooks. Now, this one could be maybe switched for Baku from Wolfsburg, but I just really feel like some defender from Wolfsburg will get in, and Brooks has had a ridiculously solid season overall. He's definitely been one of the better centre-backs in the Bundesliga this year. Got 2 goals as well, which I know is not particularly too important for a defender, but still just nice to have on his resume. As I say, very solid season for the American, and I think this year he does deserve a nice blue card. And then we come on to Willy Orban, who once again, another very good season from him for Leipzig. Might get into the community team this season instead, but I also think he's got a chance of getting into the actual Bundesliga 1-2. Alternatively, from Leipzig, we could maybe see someone like Mukiele in his place. A few more defenders to discuss. Tapsoba's had one hell of a season, really has had a bit of a breakout year at Bayer Leverkusen, and obviously earlier in the year did actually get a really good Future Stars card, and could get an even better item in the form of a Team of the Season card in a couple of weeks potentially, so maybe one to keep an eye on right there. I think Mats Hummels has done enough to get in this year. Don't think his campaign has been as strong as some previous ones, but still been really solid for Dortmund, and not only defensively, he's also chipped in with 4 goals as well, so another potential high rated item for him. And then one of the final defenders that we have is Angelino. I think you all knew I was going to include him, well, you would have if you watched my Team of the Week predictions. Just a very key part of this Leipzig side. 4 goals and 4 assists for him as well in the Bundesliga, and has also helped contribute to a bunch of clean sheets as well. So yeah, he could certainly get a spot, and it could be a really well-rounded item should he make it. Obviously, as you can imagine, with Bayern Munich sitting top of the table, it's very likely we are going to see plenty of players from them, and we're going to start with our first one in this video, and that is Joshua Kimmich. Just ultimately the midfield general for him, really good utility player too. 2 goals and 10 assists for him this season so far, pretty good year for him, and yeah, hopefully the card is as good, if not better, than his Team of the Year item, which is already a pretty mad item. Let's now move on to a player from RB Leipzig. big. It's Christopher Nkunku. Now, I was kind of on the fence about this one because you could pick a couple of different midfielders from Leipzig. You could go Sabitzer if you wanted, but I've gone with Nkunku. 6 goals and 5 assists for him so far. Another player who's a bit of a utility midfielder, can play all the way from DM all the way up to centre forward, and he literally has done that this year. He's actually been utilised as a striker in a couple of games, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, a good year from the Frenchman, and could actually make for an excellent team of the season item just because he's got some pretty well-rounded stats in Ultimate Team. And then we come, of course, wait, what? And then we come on to, of course, is that what I'm trying to say there? I don't know. Anyway, moving on to Thomas Muller. Easy pick, 100% gets in, 10 goals, 16 assists, 26 direct goal involvements, and at the time of recording, 26 games played. That is a mad return, and it's kind of mad. Like, he's like 31, 32 now, and he's still performing at such a high level. What a player. And yeah, hopefully another big item for Thomas Muller. It's just such a shame that he just never feels that good in FIFA, because he always gets some really insane stats, but in game he just always feels so heavy, and that's frustrating because yeah, it's just annoying. Like, he should feel better in game. Anyway, Muller team season, it's happening. I'll be very surprised if not. Lars Stindl of Gladbach has had a very nice season so far. The midfielder has actually racked up 12 goals, and he's also got 6 assists as well. So a very good return on him so far this year. I say midfielder, he's actually played a bunch of different roles this year. He's played that cam role, he's played the striker role, and he's also played on the wing as well. So will be interesting to see what position he actually end up going with. But judging by his heat map, Cam seems the most obvious one to me. So let's now move on to another player, and we have a pretty good card, as you can see, in the form of Leon Goretzka, who, yeah, just a really solid season for Bayern. You could like easily pick just like many of Bayern's starting 11, and I do think Goretzka's had a bit of a standout year. 5 goals, 5 assists for him as well, so not just helping out defensively but also chipping in attack too. So yeah, just another very, very solid season for the German. And then we come on to Kamada, who I was kind of thinking could maybe get a community team of the season card, but yeah, he got an inform the other day, and that might obviously go against him, but still could definitely make the Bundesliga team this season. 5 goals and 10 assists for him, pretty mad numbers, and Frankfurt have actually had a decent campaign so far as well, so definitely deserved in my opinion, and once again could actually be a really nice item should it get the right upgrades. I have already touched on how good of a season Wolfsburg are having, and one of the main reasons for that is of course their defence, but also their midfield has been good as well, and Max Arnold has definitely been a standout for them. 3 goals for him and 5 assists, but just in general, just a really solid midfield performer. I think he's got a good chance this year. Do I think he's like, you know, a guarantee or anything like that? No, but I do think a Wolfsburg midfielder has a chance, and I think right now, as things stand, he would be my prime candidate from them. We then move on to Union Berlin's Max Kruse, who is without doubt one of the standout players this year. Now, Union Berlin are sat in 7th, so they're not like, you know, hitting any major heights, but they're doing well, to be fair. They're doing, I would say they're performing beyond expectation this season, and Max Kruse has been really key for them. 10 goals for him and 5 assists, which is a very, very good return, and as I say, do believe him to deserve a spot. And then we also have another player from Gladbach. We spoke earlier about Stindl, but I've also got Jonas Hoffmann. Now, I actually don't think both will get in, but I just didn't know which one to drop, especially Hoffmann, because 10 assists for him, which is pretty crazy, 5 goals as well, and he's played 19 games, so he hasn't even, you know, been in every single match. He's missed like I think it's like 9 games, and he's still got them kind of numbers. It's really, really hard to leave him out. Now, I do expect an outfielder from Bayer Leverkusen to get in, and the choice for me was between Leon Bailey or Moussa Diaby, both wingers, and in the end, I went for the Frenchman, who's got 3 goals and 7 assists so far in this year's campaign. So then we're going to move on to a player who I think a lot of people will have expected to see in this video. It is, of course, Jadon Sancho, whose output this year has been quite nice. 6 goals and 9 assists for him so far, and he's played on both wings as well. So be interesting to see if he put it out as a right mid or as a left mid. As I say, he has actually switched a lot, and in game he also does switch between wings as well. So we'll have to see what happens, but nonetheless, expecting a pretty good item for him. And then we come on to Wolfsburg's Weghorst. Like I've said numerous times now, Wolfsburg having a very, very solid campaign, and this guy's got 18 goals, and ultimately just is one of the Bundesliga's top goal scorers this year. But not only is he one of the top scorers, he's also one of the top assisters too. 7 assists for him, so he's having a really good season. Really, really big return on him in terms of goals, so he's a guarantee in my opinion. Andre Silva is the next player on my list. Very easy pick, this one. He's currently the second top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. 23 goals, 4 assists. As I say, easy pick and a big year for him. And since he's already got a bunch of special items in the game, I'm expecting a very good team of the season item. We then move on to Erling Haaland, who once again, another semi-easy pick. 21 goals, 5 assists for him. Yeah, pretty mad numbers, especially for someone who is still just 20. Which, yeah, it is mad. He turns 21 in a couple of months, but yeah, the numbers he's putting up are insane. And I know it doesn't matter too much because this is a Bundesliga team this season, but also the amount of goals he scored in the Champions League as well is just pretty mad. So, yeah, that is that. Anyway, to end off my 23, it's Robert Lewandowski. He scored 35 goals this year. That's just stupid. Those are just stupid numbers. 35 goals and 6 assists in 25 appearances. Like, that's insane. He's the best striker in the world right now. He just is. And yeah, he's going to get a ridiculous card. I'm hoping it's better than the Team of the Year as well. Just give him a 99 card. He deserves it. So yeah, that is my 23-man prediction for the Bundesliga Team of the Season. Hold on though, we are not done. We normally get some objective players and some SBC players, and I am predicting the following to potentially be those. Now, Kramaric was a tough one to actually leave out of my Bundesliga Team of the Season predictions, to be honest. 14 goals and 3 assists for him so far this season. His club are struggling a bit. They're in 12th, so that's one of the reasons why I just couldn't really find space for him, but still, he's certainly been a standout player and definitely someone worth discussing. And next up, we actually have a bit of a fan's favourite in Wamangituka, another one who may actually get a Bundesliga Team of the Season card, but unfortunately I just couldn't find room for him. However, I think he would be perfect for a moments card. I really do. I think he'd be perfect for an SBC because I think a lot of people would want to unlock this card. 11 goals and 4 assists for him. A pretty good season for the youngster, who is only 21 by the way, so still very young. And who knows, maybe he'll get a Future Stars item in next year's Ultimate Team. Either way, I would love to see him get a boosted item at the end of this game, because in game already he feels rapid, really good on the ball, and just is a bit of a force in game just because he's got some really nice physicals for a fast player too. So I would really like to see a boosted version of him. And then to end off, we have a flashback David Alaba, who, yeah, would be a great card, wouldn't it? Flashback, give him a left back item or something like that, and yeah, just would be a nice card for Bundesliga sides. I know not a lot of people do like Alphonso Davies as their left back, but at least if this card was a thing, it would give people options, which I think is always nice. And also, since I didn't really have any Bayern Munich defenders in my actual team of the season, I thought, you know what, let's throw one into a flashback SBC. Anyway guys, those are my predictions, or at least my suggestions for the Bundesliga Team of the Season promo. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, be sure to be active. Let me know your thoughts on what you've just seen. Also let me know which picks you disagree with and agree with. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.